So the biggest hang up that I see with entrepreneurs and small businesses and their teams is around one simple question. What do I say? How do I get people to move from one step in my journey to the next step, ultimately to becoming a customer? And so often it's easy for us to focus on the sequences and the steps and the ways that we can drive growth and expand customer acquisition and awareness and all those sorts of things. And those are tactical. Those are how we're going to move people through our business. And there's a ton of really great ideas. There's actually no shortage of ideas out there. But what makes those things actually work is what it is that we say in our visuals and in our video and verbally in our copy and so forth. And that's called our messaging. And there are a ton of really great frameworks that'll help you get clear on exactly what messaging you should be using across that journey, across those different assets. And so pick one and use it. But all of them are really trying to get you to answer one simple question only every single time, which is, how do I get my leads, prospects, and customers to know what they need to know, to believe what they need to believe, to do what they need to do? So your job is to get clear on, well, what do I want this person to do? And reverse engineer, well, what do I need this person to believe right now in order to do that thing? And then reverse engineer from there, what do I need them to know in order to believe that, in order to do that thing? And I'm not talking about the macro level here around what do I want someone to do in my business to go from a lead to a customer. That's of course what we want them to do, big picture. But I'm talking about specifically right now at this stage of the journey, which is why we use the lifecycle marketing framework. We get clear on where is somebody in the entire journey. And now I can ask the question of, based on where they are, what's the very specific thing that I want them to do next to continue to advance themselves in this journey towards becoming a customer and a raving fan. And so when I'm clear on what I want them to do, I can now reverse engineer what I want them and need them to believe. And so if what I want them to do is open an email, well, then I need them to read the subject line, and the subject line needs to help them know what they need to know, to believe what they need to believe, to open that email right now instead of deleting it or closing their inbox or reading any other email. If I want them to watch 30 seconds of a video, then I know what the first 10 seconds of my video needs them to do. If I want them to attend an event, or I want someone to write a customer testimonial, or I want someone to open the package as soon as they get it, I now know, well, what emotion am I trying to create to get them to do that action? And now your marketing is simply the what they need to know in order to believe that. And usually what you're trying to get someone to believe is that the action they're about to take is the most important action they can take in their life at that exact moment. Open that email, watch that video, open that package, tell a friend, give a raving testimonial, click to the next page, whatever those things are. So your marketing has one job to do. It's to get people to know what they need to know, to believe what they need to believe, to do what they need to do.
Okay, so as Justin pointed out, your high-level goal might be to turn leads into clients, and that's totally fine. But in order to do that, you need to focus on the micro interactions that help people make progress along the path between those two milestones, right? There is a quote I like that says, the most important step a man can take is the next step. And that is true too for our marketing and for the journey we design for our contacts. Every interaction, right? Every touch point, whether it is a landing page or a video or the copy in an email, should be giving them explicit instructions as to what they should be doing at that point to continue making progress. Now, I totally get it. Some people will skip steps, they'll jump ahead, they'll make a purchase before we intended, and that's totally fine, right? In fact, that might be ideal. But when we design our systems, when we design our journey, we are designing it for the people who need the most time or the clearest instructions in order to make progress, fully accepting and maybe even endorsing that some people will take the express lane. All right, that is it for this video. Leave any questions you have in the comment section, mark this module as complete, and we will see you in the next video.